welcome to Davis Field for tonight's Heart of America Athletic Conference men's soccer matchup between the Valor of Evangel University and your number 3 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAIA championship character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And now let's meet the starters for tonight's contest. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Evangel University. Number 2, Elias Larimore. Number 3, Cole Oldewalt. 4, James Burke Newt. 6, Leonardo Borges. Number 9, Spencer Chevalier. Number 17, Rem Harmsworth. Number 21, Kern Beard. Number 23, Jacob Chapman. Number 24, Lucas Arias. Number 26, Sage Ballard. And in goal, number 00, Anthony Morales. The Valor led by head coach Kyle Beard, and he's assisted by Nick Wagner. And now, the starting lineup for your number 3 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. Junior forward, number 2, Isaac Johnson. Senior defender, number 3, Yessa Bonk. Junior defender, number 5, Tom Irion. Sophomore defender, number 6, Basil Erne. Sophomore forward, number 7, Stefano Campisi. Senior forward, number 14, Sebastian Bocas Canales. Freshman midfielder, number 16, Leonardo Hewley. Sophomore defender, number 19, Jeremiah Johnson. Freshman forward, number 20, Philip Mongtong. Freshman midfielder, number 25, Alvaro Perojo. And in goal for your Eagles, freshman, number 1, Beard DeVos. The Eagles are led by head coach Alex Nichols. He's assisted by Eli Sherman, Jack Rose, and Jasper Krasinski. Good luck to both teams. All right, ladies and gents, welcome into Heart of America Athletic Conference men's soccer conference action. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD, Director of Athletic Communications, bringing you the call for tonight's action. And Central's already gunning, and Yessa Bonk with the header way over top, though. And that's going to be a goal kick. So if you're just tuning in, the women defeated the Valor of Evangel by a final score of 6-0 in the earlier match. So the men are looking to make it 2 for 2. So looking at our overall records, Central Methodist enters this contest 5-0-3, 2-0-2 in conference play. Evangel 1-6-1, 0-4-0 in conference play. And you might notice a couple extra ties on both sides. 2 ties for CMU, of course, with the changes in regulation for NAI and men's soccer. The rule is now, if you are tied after regulation, then it just ends in a tie. So a few more ties than we'd like to see, but that's the way the game plays. 19, Jeremiah Johnson tries to send a cross, and that's going to be deflected, though, and Central's going to get a corner. And I think this is going to be Campese on the corner. It is. Campese sends one in. And that's just going to be a harmless goal kick for the Valor. So if I could pull starting lineups for you here on a non-quarter kick possession, I'll get those to you. In the meantime, though, Bocaz Canales is going to take the corner on the other side of the field. And Central's already pressuring. Just 3 minutes into this match, the official blows his whistle, gives the go-ahead. So Canales sends it in. Looking for Bonk. It's cleared, though, by Evangel. Kiuli was there, as well was Erne. Campese has a shot, and just off the crossbar, Bonk's going to try and head it. And I think the goalkeeper, Morales, just got his hand on that, and then was able to deflect that off the crossbar. And we've had quite a few of those tonight. We had a few of those in the women's match. But Central already pressuring early. Erne throws it in. Now with Johnson. Jeremiah Johnson. I think he's going to be fouled, and he most certainly is. And the official's going to give... That's number 23, Jacob Chapman. It is. He's going to give him a talking to and say, hey, don't do that. So, Central's going to get a free kick. Campese raises his arms. Officials talking to the players at the wall. And then blow his whistle. Campese sends one in. And Bonk right there. And then an easy goal. That's going to be number 14, Bocaz Canales. And Central takes a 1-0 lead just 5 minutes into this match. Bonk with the header, and then Bocaz Canales right there just for the easy putback. And Central leads 1-0 at the 40-minute, 14-second mark here in half number 1. I think if I were the statistician, I'd also give Campese an assist on that. So, beautiful set piece there. And of course, Bonk, let me make sure I have his height right. 6'7" is great on set pieces. You gotta love having that kind of height in the box, and it certainly paid off there. Bocaz Canales with his first goal of the evening. He's a senior forward out of Santiago, Chile. 5'8", 159-pound senior.
And want to give a shout out to our athletic trainers here at CMU. It is Heart of America Athletic Conference Athletic Training Appreciation Week, where everyone in the conference is giving shout outs to their ATs for all they do. We certainly couldn't do what we do here at CMU without them, so big shout out to Peyton Klein Hesselink and his staff for all that they do. We appreciate you guys. Johnson. Still Johnson. And back to Aaronay. Eardian. And I think that was Isaac Johnson, but that ball's deflected. So if we can quickly go through the starting lineups, we will. So for Evangel, you've got number 2, Elias Larimore. Number 3, Cole Odenwalt. 4, James Burke Nuke. 6, Leonardo Borges. 9, Spencer Chevalier. Number 17, Rem Harmsworth. 21, Kern Beard. Number 23, Jacob Chapman. Number 24, Lucas Arias. And number 26, Sage Ballard. Got the ball right there. Quickly intercepted, though, by Central. And then, of course, 00 Anthony Morales had a couple really good saves just 8 minutes into this match. He is in goal. And then look at it, Central. Junior forward number 2, Isaac Johnson. Senior defender number 3, Yessa Bonk. Yessa had the assist on that goal from Bocaz Canales. Junior defender number 5, Tom Erie, was on defense. Sophomore defender number 6, Basil Ernay. Sophomore forward number 7, Stefano Campisi. Let me come back. I think I missed Tom. Junior defender number 5, Tom Erie. Senior forward number 14, Sebastian Bocaz Canales. Freshman midfielder number 16, Leonardo Chiuli. Sophomore defender number 19, Jeremiah Johnson. He's come on strong the last few matches. Freshman forward number 20, Philip Mongtong. Number 25, Alvaro Perojo. He's a freshman midfielder. And then in goal, of course, freshman number 1, Beer DeVoe. So like I said, the national rankings just came out earlier this afternoon. So looking at the last couple of matches for Central, of course, they had a big-time win over Missouri Valley, who's ranked number 4 at the time, and 2-1 back in Marshall, so that's always a crazy fun contest, a little intense, but that's 3 of the 4 national champions within 45 minutes of each other, and they're already rivals, so you can expect that rivalry to be a little bit more intense. But Central, like I said, had a couple of draws early on. They're actually the first 2 conference matches. They ended in a 2-2 draw to, at the time, number 8 Mid-American Nazarene. The Pioneers scored with about 30 seconds left to tie it up, and then an uncharacteristic tie to Clark up in Dubuque. So Central started out 0-0 and 2 before picking up back-to-back wins over Missouri Valley and Graceland. So Campese sends one in. Cooley sends another one in, but Morales right there just to scoop that one up. Looking at the next couple matches for Central after tonight, they're going to head up to Des Moines, Iowa to face the Vikings at Grandview University at, I believe that's going to be 6 o'clock. And then they're actually going to pick up their original match with Southwestern Christian, which was suspended on September 8th. We had a medical emergency with one of our officials. So we suspended play there, and we will pick that up at the 28-31 mark of half number 2. Of course, Central is trailing in that match 1-0. So we'll pick up right where we left off. That game is set for 3 o'clock on October 13th. So. Isaac Johnson on the throw-in. That ball's still in the box, not cleared yet by the Valor. Arias sends one in. It looks like he was looking for Harmsworth. Hairnet clears it, and Central's got a little bit of a jailbreak with Jeremiah Johnson on the far side. It's 1v4, so we'll see what he can do. And Evangel just kicks that one out in hopes for a defense on the corner kick here, so we'll have to see. And it looks like it's going to be Bocaz Canales on that free kick, or excuse me, that corner kick. He had that goal earlier in the match, which was on a corner. Bocaz Canales sends it in. Bonk. And Irian with that known signature header of his was just over the crossbar. Not too far off point. Cooley. Campese. Dribbling. Fires. Deflected. Goal. 2-0 Central. 29:54 left in the match. Excuse me, first half. A little too excited there. Beautiful strike. He had some wide open space and just fired off a shot, and that was deflected off of a Evangel defender. And 16 minutes in, Central's cruising so far. They lead 2-0. So far tonight, Campese with an assist on that corner kick and a goal of his own. Of course, the CMU men, led by head coach Alex Nichols. He's assisted by Eli Sherman, Jack Rose, Jasper Krasinski. Johnson, a little cheeky flicked off to Erne. Erne dribbles. And it's going to be a goal kick. Johnson. Campese, quick throw into Johnson. See if they can catch Evangel napping. It's a good job by Odewalt. But Central's going to earn another corner. Campese. Irian. Got it. Goal. 3-0 Central. So that's going to be Campese's second assist of the night. Second time on a corner. Bocas Canales. Up to Johnson. It's Isaac Johnson. Johnson over to Campese. This time, though, Morales jumps on that one. Cooley. I was looking for Jeremiah Johnson. Montong. Johnson, a little pushing and shoving. See if the official calls it. I don't think he calls the foul, just a simple throw in. Irian. Up to Campese. Johnson. So looking at the top 25 poll on the men's side, Central, the highest rated team out of the Heart of America Athletic Conference, at number 3. They held that position last week and previously were number 1. And we're going to have our first substitution of the match for the Valor. That's going to be number 16, Dean McConnell. Dean, a senior forward out of Donegal, Ireland. Missouri Valley, they drop 1 spot to number 5. MNU holds at number 8. They actually drop a couple spots. They were number 6 last week. And then Baker receiving votes. So, Heart of America, one of the toughest, if not the most competitive conference for men's soccer in the country, and you can see why. You got a lot of teams ranked in the top 25, and there's probably a few that are just peeking outside of receiving votes. So, if you see a Heart team in the national tournament, never an easy match. Aaron. Back to DeVoe, and he's just going to reset to Arian. Bonk. Looking to send it long, and he does. He's looking for Isaac Johnson. Montong. Cooley back to Montong. Looking for Johnson. Cleared, though, by Evangel. All the way back to the other side of the field, and we'll see if Arian just dishes it, and he does. He's going to give it to Bonk. Arian. Bonk. Cooley just a little bit too far for Aaron. 'Free kick for number 6, Leonardo Borges. Campese with it now, running the other way. Good pass to Montong. Up to Cooley now. Good passing, Campese. Just a little bit too far out of reach, and Jacob Chapman clears it. .21:43 remaining here in half number 1. Central with a 3-0 lead, looking to add more. As Morales scoops that one up. Valor, of course, led by head coach Kyle Beard. Erne. Campese. A little bit of jersey tugging by Lucas Arias. Arian. Central looking a foul there. Looking for a foul there just outside the box, maybe a step or two outside. Official says no. Looks like Isaac Johnson's going to take this throw in. Johnson on the throw in. Bonk. Back to Campese. Central's going to reset. He sends one in right to Bonk. Great save by Morales, though. That was headed for goal if Morales didn't dive and make the right call. Good reflexes. Evangel's going to make another substitution here shortly. Looks like number 7, Andrew Flippin. He's a junior forward from Republic, Missouri. Standing over here near midline, so we'll wait for the next whistle for him to come in. Arian. Erne. Scooped up by Borges. Evangel with a little bit of a run now. $17:22 remaining here in half number 1. Campese. Back to Barojo. Isaac Johnson with it now. Campese. Barojo. Evangel on a little bit of a jailbreak now. Looking for Chevalier. Bonk and Chevalier battling for it. Central's going to win that one as Arian clears it. Burke Nuku, Jeremiah Johnson both battling for it. Down here on the near sideline closest to the Evangel bench. So next couple matches for Central as we continue in the meat of our schedule. Get this quick substitution for you guys. Number 7, Andrew Flippin. He's going to replace number 9, Spencer Chevalier. Flippin, junior forward out of Republic, Missouri. So looking at the schedule for Central coming up, after tonight they're going to head up to Grandview University on October 1st. That's going to be a 6 o'clock matchup. And Jayton Johnson, number 17, he's going to make his debut here in tonight's match. Well, not his debut, but first appearance in tonight's match. Looking back at the schedule, Grandview at 6 o'clock on October 1st, and then they'll pick up that game against Southwestern Christian on the 13th, and then they'll get back to conference action shortly after. They've got matches against Park and Mount Mercy, and they'll travel to Benedictine, Culver, and Baker, and then William Penn on the 29th for the regular season finale. Bonk with the header. Cooley. So Central's going to get a throw in. It's going to be Jayton Johnson. Johnson, a senior forward out of Columbia, Missouri. Johnson with the flip. Sends one in. Cleared by number 24, Lucas Arias. And if you guys remember, Johnson, one of the few remaining players on that 2019 national championship team. Cooley. Johnson. Johnson and Arias both get into a little bit of a jersey tug. Both fall down, and the official's going to give that foul to Johnson. Larimore on the free kick. Cleared by Irian. Evangel back with it now, though, and it's going to be Harmsworth. Borges. Up to Chapman. And Central looks like they're going to have a couple more substitutions, as are the Valor. Looking at Central, number 26, Kian Halpin, and number 22, Daniel Alejos. In addition, number 25 for Evangel, number 25, Ethan Gillum. So coming off for Central, number 14, Bocaz Canales. For the Valor, that's going to be number 21, Kern Beard. And DeVoe sends a long ball Down to Halpin. Kean Halpin, freshman forward out of Bedford, England. DeVoe on the free kick. Arian's right there, but so is Morales. He'll scoop that one up. Bonk was right there lurking. Perojo. Johnson. And we're going to get a stoppage in play, and yellow card is going to be assessed to number 24 of Evangel, Lucas Arias. 9 minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in half number 1. So some quick stats for you folks as we near halftime. Central with 6 shots, 4 shots on goal, 2 corners, no shots on goal for the Valor, 1 save, and 4 fouls. And of course, Central with scoring opportunities. First goal of the night was Sebastian Bocaz Canales and Yesa Bonk. Stefano Campisi in the 16th minute, the assist from Jeremiah Johnson, and then Tom Irian was assisted by Stefano Campisi just 2 minutes later in the 18th minute. So Central got some early pressure, and they capitalized on those opportunities. That's going to be another goal for Central. Goal number 2 for Goal number 2 for Erie on the evening. I just had to make sure and double check myself. Number 24, Martin O'Toole making his debut for Central. And Jacob Chapman gets called for the foul. We're getting a little bit chippy here with less than 7 minutes remaining in half number 1. Central now holds a 4-0 lead. Beer DuVoe. And that's going to be another goal. Diving header by number 17, Jayton Johnson. And what a play for the senior from Columbia, Missouri. He makes it 5-0 in favor of Central over the Valor. 6 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. And Central is cruising. Martin O'Toole gets the assist. So the goal by Erie is that was at the 37:51 mark of the first half, and less than 40 seconds later, Jayton Johnson with a diving header. It's back-to-back goals for Central in less than a minute. So good offensive pressure. Central looking for more as Halpin's got it now. Halpin gets that one taken away by Borges. However, that ball is going to go out of bounds, so Central's going to get a throw-in. Johnson. It's Isaac Johnson. He's got space. He's going to send a free ball into the box. Bonk is right there. Ball's bounced around. Johnson with it again. Johnson sends another one in. Cleared by Gillum of the Valor. And that's going to be a foul on CMU. Might have been a handball. .4:10 remaining here in half number 1. Ball sent. Johnson's clearing it. Jayton Johnson battling Larimore over on the far side, and Johnson's down. He gets back up, though. Aranay and Flippin battle for it on the near sideline. Irian with it now. Back to Aranay. Aranay. Irian. Excuse me, Bonk. Bonk to Aranay. Aranay slips that ball around McConnell. Over to Irian. Bonk. And already getting physical here, as you can imagine. Halpin, dribbling by a few defenders. Burke Nuku clears that. And Cooley on the corner. Cooley raises his arm. Sends the ball into the box. Arian right there with the header. Cooley's going to send another one in. Ball's headed back out. And it looks like we're going to have one final substitution of the half for Evangel. It's going to be number 12, Josh Orr. And Jayden Johnson's going to do, looks like he's going to do his signature flip on the throw, and we'll see. He is, as the 1 minute mark is announced over the PA. See if Central's got one final scoring opportunity here as time is ticking down in the first half. Less than 40 seconds remaining. Johnson flips. Throws it in. Bonk. It's cleared by Evangel. Mongtong brings it back in. O'Toole. Ernay. Ernay again. Johnson. Johnson sends one in. Again, Evangel clears. Shot there by number 22, Daniel Alejos. And it looks like that's going to do it here for half number 1. Central 5 first half goals. Sebastian Bocas-Canal has started things off in the 5th minute with the assist from Yessa Bonk. Stefano Cambizi in the 16th minute. And then Tom Irian less than 2 minutes later. And then goals in less than a span of 40 seconds from Tom Irian and Jayden Johnson. So looking at some quick stats for you as we head to the halftime break. Central 9 shots, 7 on goal, 3 corners, no shots on goals, no shots on goal, 2 saves for the Valor. And as we get ready for the break, give you guys a reminder that we've got more action on the campus of Central Methodist University. We've got Central Volleyball hosting one of the hottest teams in the nation, Mid-American Nazarene University. They are 15-0, 8-0 in the conference. So if you guys are around on Friday night, it's couch night. Bring a couch, bring a friend, enjoy some great volleyball. So halftime score here, Central commanding 5-0 lead. Offense is just overpowering. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD, Director of Athletic Communications. Appreciate you guys being here with me tonight. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. You're listening to Hart Men's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. All right, welcome into second half action here in Fayette, Missouri. Beautiful Davis Field. Central Methodist, the number 3 team, the number 3 nationally ranked team in the country, leads the Evangel Valor by a score of 5-0. 5 first half goals, a couple within the span of a few seconds. And a few substitution changes. Number 13, Levi Vasconcelos, senior midfielder from Recife, Brazil, is into the match. And Central also with a new goalkeeper. It's going to be number 0, Yannick Shawani. Montong to Campisi. Campisi to Johnson. Up to Jeremiah Johnson now. Jeremiah Johnson sends one in. Campisi, wide open shot, but just a little too far for him. And Central looking for more here in half number 2. Johnson. Ball still not cleared yet. Now it's cleared. 3 Johnson boys on the field. So you got Isaac Johnson, number 2, Jeremiah Johnson, number 19. And then, as I say that, Evangel just rips a shot from almost 30 yards out. Looks like that was number 3, Cole Oldewalt. Cole, a junior defender out of Willard, Missouri. And then Jayton Johnson as well. He's not into the match yet, but Irian with it now. Over to Bonk. Vasconcelos. That ball's out of bounds. Central's going to get that thrown, see how quick they can get it in. Johnson looking for Campisi. Campisi with a shot, and that's a beauty. 6-0 Central. Quick throw in by Johnson. Saw that Evangel was napping, and Campisi just with a beauty left footer into that left corner, and Central's got a 6-0 lead. So Campisi having quite a night. Again, 5 minutes in. Central scoring again. They're looking for more. Erne to Bonk. Canales. A little jersey tugging. Mongtong with it now. Looking for Jeremiah Johnson. Bonk heads it. Campisi. Campisi again. Nice dish for Bocas Canales. Campisi. Isaac Johnson. Great passing. Tried to do a little cheeky flip back to Johnson. Victor Varela right there, though. Varela, senior forward from Fortaleza, Brazil. And Johnson tried to get that, but that just slips out of bounds. So that'll be a Valor throw-in. Erne. Headed back by Burke Nuku. Erne again. Erne battling, flipping on that far sideline. Bonk. Now to Irian. Isaac Johnson sends a free ball into the box. There's a collision. And that was between Yesabonk and I'm thinking that's number 23 for Evangel, Jacob Chapman. Excuse me, number 21, Kern Beard. So they went at it in the box and both of them fell down. Campese about to take the corner, but the official providing some instruction to CMU in the wall. Campese. Erne over the top into the bleachers behind the goal, and that'll be a goal kick for the Valor. Bonk. Oh, we had a... I think that's Yesabonk on the far side. I'm not sure if he slipped on the track or what happened, but he went down instantly and he's in some pain. Sure hope he's okay. And he's up, so that's a good sign. Probably didn't feel too good. So Shawani gonna take this free kick. Just a little over 10 minutes into this first half. Excuse me, second half. Central with a 6-0 lead. Shawani on the free kick. Looking for Irian. Irian trying to get another signature header. He's had a few of them this year. Had a great one against Missouri Valley. That's just wide left of the goal. Shawani was way off his line, and Andrew Flippin just said, why not? And he takes a shot from about 40 yards out. Goes wide left. And Vitor Antello from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, is going to make his first appearance in tonight's match. So we'll see him at the next whistle. Campese. And Antello's going to make his way on. It looks like he's going to replace number 5, Tom Irian, and he does. So, great night for Irian. Couple goals to add to his stat line. He was a 2020 Hart Freshman of the Year and an NAI All-American. Injured much of last year, but he's come on strong in his junior campaign, so we're glad to see him back. Campese. Order Bocas Canales. Mongtong, he's fast. Erne. Campese with it. Trying to create some space. Isaac Johnson. Was looking for Jeremiah Johnson just a little too far. Flippin. Tried to send it up to number 16, Dean McConnell. Well, that goes too far. And we've got a injured Evangel player down on the field. We're going to have our substitution. It's going to be number 24, Lucas Arias, returning to the field. Lucas, a junior midfielder from Colombia. Injured player looks to be number 25, Ethan Gillum. So he's up and walking with a bit of a limp. And Central's going to have, it looks like, they've got 4 players up on the bench, so we'll have a host of substitutions. And as we resume action, a little over 30 minutes left here in regulation. Ooh, and that's going to be a foul. It certainly is. Number 6, Leonardo Borges. Sliding tackle on Jeremiah Johnson, and that's not going to do it. Free kick for the Eagles. See Shawani making his way up from goal to take this. Shawani, quick pass to Johnson. That's Isaac Johnson. Isaac Johnson sends one all the way across. Looks like for Jeremiah Johnson. And we're going to have 3, maybe 4 substitutions. See Jayton Johnson, Kean Halpin, Martin O'Toole, and then 8 Mark Chongrati. Erne to Johnson. Campese. Bocas Canales with it now. Down the near sideline. Makes a couple dribbles. Jeremiah Johnson. All the way over to Kiuli. Bonk. Mark Chongrati along with Jayton Johnson. Two of the players that were on that 2019 national championship team. So Chongrati, Keen Halpin, O'Toole, and Jayton Johnson are going to come on. Jeremiah Johnson, number 19. Philip Mangtang, number 20. Looks like Stefano Campisi, number 7. And then number 14, I believe, Bocaz Canales, are going to come off. So host of substitutions for Central. Just under 28 minutes left here in half number 2. So busy weekend here at Central, but believe it or not, nothing at home as Johnson finds Halpin. Halpin Chongrati, that's deflected though. So you got women's volleyball against Park in Parkville at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Central football is going to travel to Oskaloosa, Iowa to take on William Penn at 2:30 p.m. And then you've got men's and women's soccer. The women will travel to Des Moines and play Grandview University. That'll be at 3:30, followed by the men at 6 o'clock. So nothing at home on Saturday, but you can catch all of the action on the Hart Conference Network on CMUEagles.com. And we've got another substitution for Central. See if they let him on. They do. It's going to be number 25, Alvaro Perojo. He's going to replace number 3, Jessup Bonk. As Isaac Johnson's going to take this throw-in from around lane 5 or 6 on the track. He'll probably get a running start, I assume, and chuck it up. Which he does. Isaac Johnson sends one in. CMU screaming for a foul inside the box. The official said no, and we play on. Evangel trying to counter. Good job by Aaron A. and Jayton Johnson to shut that down. Johnson. It's Jayton Johnson. Looking for Isaac Johnson. Isaac Johnson with a little bit of space. Over to Chongrati. Chongrati back to Johnson. It's Isaac Johnson. He sends one in the box. Looking for the header. It's going to be a corner, though, for Central, and they're going to get a set piece. And we're going to have another substitution this time. Number 22, Daniel Alejos. He's going to replace I think that's number 13, Levi Vasconcelos. And it is. Free kick in for Central. And Morales, I don't think that ball was going in, but he scoops that up and says, I'll take that, and we'll avoid another corner. Morales sends a high ball. And Tello sends one right back. O'Toole to Halpin. Key and Halpin. Turned over. And that's going to be a foul on Halpin. Evangel bringing in another substitution. Number 20, Igor Ovčarek. Sophomore forward from Belgrade, Serbia. Erne. Mongtong over to Kiuli. Isaac Johnson, cheeky little flip. Out of bounds, though. Over Sevic. He's going to come in. Looks like he's going to replace number 7, Andrew Flippin. And he does. Oldewalt with a throw in. Alejos. Antello. Deflected by Borges. Blairmore. Antello going over the back and getting a little chippy out here. Leonardo Borges on this free kick. Official blows his whistle, gives the okay. Borges sends one in. And Shawani taps that. Able to corral that after it takes a bounce on the turf. Good job by the freshman just to come out there and grab that and avoid any danger. Antello up to Chungrati. Chungrati way over to O'Toole. O'Toole trying to give chase. And CMU bench and the fans want to foul, and I think the official's going to say, no, we'll play on. And they do. Halpin with a shot. Save. Good save by Morales. Chongrati. Isaac Johnson just brings that back to Shawani. Chongrati. Up to Jayton Johnson. Kean Halpin with it now. Isaac Johnson sends one in. Was looking for O'Toole a little too far, though. O'Toole's going to try to give chase, but that ball's going to roll out. So that'll be a Valor throw in. Chongrati. Deflected on Isaac Johnson. Isaac Johnson sends one in. So quick look at your heart standings. Obviously matches aren't completed tonight, but Baker currently leads the conference through 3 games, 2-0-1, 4-3-2 overall. Of course, they've only played 3 games. And Central with a shot, and that's just far of the post on the right side. Took a little too long, I think, with that dribble. Probably could have shot that one right away. And Bocaz Canales, number 14, it looks like he's going to replace Isaac Johnson, number 2. Correction, he's going to replace number 6, Basil Erne. Basil's nice done. Basil 2021 NAIL American. Really stepped up big in just his second year. So Canales, Bocaz Canales, sends the corner into the box. So Baker currently 2-0-1, 4-3-2 overall. Central is second, 2-0-2, 5-0-3. Pioneers 2-0-2, 5-1-3, and then Park 2-1, 5-2. Missouri Valley's 2-1. Their only conference loss thus far has been against CMU last Wednesday in Marshall. They're 4-2-1 overall. You can imagine though, once these games are finished tonight, we will have a more updated standings list for you guys, and I'm going to bet money that Central's probably going to be at the top of that. O'Toole up to Johnson. Jayden Johnson is looking for a foul from the official, but again, the official's going to say no. And Morales is going to send this one. Just been a very difficult night for the Valley to try to get anything generated on offense just because they have to play so much defense. Less than 17 minutes remaining here in half number 2. And they might get I think they're going to call a high cleat on Varela. And number 20, Mongtong, looks like he's going to come back in here shortly at the next go-ahead from the official. Shawani. Mongtong's going to come back on. Looks like he's going to replace number 2, Isaac Johnson. And it looks like Evangel's going to have another substitution. Rem Harmsworth, junior forward out of Baldock, England. He's going to re-enter. Jayden Johnson with a flip. Good throw in. Headed out by the Valor defense. O'Toole. Mongtong. Chongrati. Jayton Johnson sends one in. And that's going to be a goal. 7-0 Central. Number 26, Kean Halpin. Makes it 7-0 for Central on the assist from Jayton Johnson. And we're going to have another goal change. So Morales' night is going to be done. He's going to be replaced by Zeke Brown. Brown, a senior goalkeeper out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Chongrati throws it into Antello. Mongtong with it now. Looking for Halpin. Deflected. Mongtong regains possession, though. Jeremiah Johnson makes his re-entry into the field. He replaces Kean Halpin. And Jayden Johnson flicks on to Jeremiah Johnson. Just under 10 minutes remaining here in regulation. Central with a 7-0 lead. 2 second half goals. Mongtong. Cooley battling. Jeremiah Johnson. Back to Antello. Antello up to Mongtong. Mongtong. Over to Chungrati. Daniel Lejos with the shot just over the crossbar, though. So Central with the victory tonight. They're going to improve to 6-0-3, 3-0-2 in conference play. And Jeremiah Johnson going to dribble down the sideline, looking to make some room for himself. He goes down, and he appears to be in some pain. And I think Central's going to get another corner, and they are. Number 12, Josh Orr, freshman defender from Fairgrove, Missouri. He's going to re-enter. And that's going to be another goal for Central. This time, number 4, Vitor Antello, and he's had quite a strong start to his sophomore campaign. And he's going to give Central an 8-0 lead with 8:03 remaining here in half number 2. So Central's had a lot of success on those set pieces. And they get another one on a set piece with that goal from Antello. Chongrati. Up to Jeremiah Johnson. Down the sideline. One-on-one matchup. Jayden Johnson. Jeremiah Johnson with it. Over to Cooley. Cooley sends a high one. Out through the back of the field of play. Dean McConnell, number 16. He's going to re-enter. He's going to come in for Ego Ovacharek. They're going to get number 16, Dean McConnell, on that foul. he and Shawani went head-to-head for that ball, and Shawani's down on the ground, and the goalkeeper's going to win that. He appears to be okay as he gets up, so glad to see he's okay. Shawani, a freshman goalkeeper from Sumswald, Switzerland. Got some good playing time this evening, as well as to some additional starts the last few matches. Jeremiah Johnson. Over to Jayton Johnson now. Chungrati. Back to Jayton Johnson. Jayton Johnson sends one in. Right at Zeke Brown, though. And no opportunity for Central to capitalize on a cross in. Number 13, Levi Vasconcelos, senior midfielder from Recife, Brazil. He's going to return to action, as is number 8, or actually he's going to make his debut in this match, Luis Schaffner Albano, senior midfielder from Porto Alegre, Brazil, for the Valor. Brown with another scoop for the Valor. And one more substitution for the Valor. That's going to be number 14th, Jedediah Muru. He's a senior defender out of Nairobi, Kenya. And coming off, number 6, Leonardo Borges. His night is finished, as is number 23, Jacob Chapman's. A little more than 3 minutes remaining here in the half. Jeremiah Johnson giving chase. O'Toole sent one in, but hard grounder. Good job by Brown just to smother that one. Less than 2 minutes remaining here. Central, 8 goals, 5 in the first half, 3 in the second half.
One minute remaining in the match. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, that is going to do it here from Davis Field. Final score, number 3 Central 8, the Valor Evangel University 0. Central moves to 6-0-3 overall, 3-0-2 in conference play. Evangel falls to 1-7-1, 0-5-0 in Hart play. Pull up some quick stats for you folks before we say goodnight. So Central finishes the match with 18 shots, 1 shot for the Valor, 13 shots on goal for Central, none for Evangel, 5 saves for the Valor, 5 corners for CMU, 10 fouls for Central, 8 for Evangel, and then 2 yellow cards for Evangel. Goals scored in the 5th minute. Sebastian Bocaz-Canales started things off, and then Stefano Campisi in the 16th minute, and less than 2 minutes after that, Tom Arian on the header. And then back-to-back goals within just 40 seconds, Tom Arian again, and Jayton Johnson to bring that halftime score to 5-0. And then just 3 minutes into the second half, Stefano Campisi added the 6th goal, and Kian Halpin in the 76th, and then Vitor Antello finished things off with the 8th goal of the night. So 2 goals apiece for Tom Arian and Stefano Campisi. Sebastian Bocaz-Canales with a score as Antello and Jayton Johnson and Kian Halpin. So great night for Central. Tough day at the office for the Valor against the number 3 team in the country. So again, this is Hart Men's Soccer here on the Hart Conference Network. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD Director of Athletic Communications, bringing you tonight's call. We appreciate you guys all tuning in. A reminder, Grandview is going to be Central's next opponent, both men and women. That'll be Saturday, October 1st in Des Moines, Iowa. Again, you can listen to that match and follow along at heartconferencenetwork.com. So I think that'll do it here from Fayette. A good night for both squads. Eagles get the doubleheader sweep. Once again, Rachel Moore, Assistant AD Director of Athletic Communications, bringing you the call for tonight. We appreciate you guys listening. This is Heart of America Athletic Conference Soccer on the Hart Conference Network.